Hello, this is Ruth Ann McKinnon. Welcome to my channel. This is a film of my Perfume Empties. I'm just going to go over them. These are the fragrances that I have emptied in the last while. How long? Maybe the last couple of months. I'm also going to go over two different cream perfumes. You'll see as we go along. So I'm just going to get started. The first one I have for you today is Love's Fresh Lemon. This is a throwback fragrance to the 70s. I remember when I was about, 8 or 9 years old, my parents bought me for birthday or Christmas a sample pack. It was a square package and it had little, smaller than this. This is 1.5 fluid ounce. It was probably 1 ounce each, and there were 4 different fragrances, and they were all from the Love's collection. Of course, there was Love's Baby Soft, Love's Fresh Lemon, there was Rain, and Love's Fresh Rain, and then another one that was purple. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly. There might have been one that was blue too. It was a long time ago. But anyway, suffice it to say that my favorite one was Love's Fresh Lemon. And back then, it would last several hours. It was long lasting. It was a good quality perfume. This is really more of a body spray type quality. I bought it because I was shocked to find that it was still available. This is not a vintage bottle. This is a newer production. I don't know when, but it's recent, fairly recent. And it wasn't very expensive, and so I picked it up. Probably off eBay. It might have been off Amazon. Those are the only 2 places I really buy fragrance anymore. I almost completely stopped buying or even checking other perfume discounters because they're never as cheap as eBay and Amazon. I only check those because Amazon is sometimes a little cheaper, and sometimes if I can get free shipping, I'll go with them. But for the most part, it's eBay. Anyway, this fragrance is just fresh lemon, like you've just cut into a lemon and you get that beautiful hit of fresh lemon. There are probably, I'm sure, other florals, musk built into this, but you don't pick up any of that. It's just beautiful fresh lemon. And I love that fragrance. I love citrus fragrances. Historically, citrus perfumes have been my absolute favorites, but I don't wear a lot of them and I don't own a lot of them because they tend to be so short-lived and not good for lasting. So this one is very much in keeping with that. It was very much like a body spray, didn't last very long, smells great. It was nice to visit my past, but I'm done with it. All right, next I have a perfume oil. This is the Egyptian Musk. What does that say? Factory. Egyptian Musk Original Formula. And this company, Wags. This is Wags Market, Egyptian Musk. I've done a video on this one before. This is my absolute favorite Egyptian Musk. If you are an Egyptian Musk lover, if you like them, you need to try Wags. These little 0.33 ounce or 10 ml bottles will last you a good long time. They're great for layering. They're great for putting on anytime. They last for hours. They smell like the old-fashioned Egyptian musk, the ones that I remember smelling back in the 70s and 80s. Most of the Egyptian musks that I've tried that are more modern from other companies, they're not strong enough. Musk by itself tends to be it wears very close to the skin. It tends to be very light skin scent type fragrances. They're the type of things that you will enjoy when you wear them, but no one else will be able to smell unless they get really right up on you and smell your skin. This one is a little bit stronger, but yet it's still safe to wear in perfume-free zones as long as you wear it on skin and not on clothing. Now, I would never take this. This is a roller ball. I would never take this and rub it on clothing because it will leave marks. What I would do if I want to put it on clothing is I will rub it on my skin like this, get a good amount of it on there, and then rub it on my clothing. Now, I don't typically do that though with Egyptian musk, because the purpose of wearing it for me is to be able to wear it in perfume-free zones, which is what I work in. And it's a very natural skin, clean skin kind of a fragrance. It's the thing about Egyptian musk is it can lean a little sweet, but it's not a musk that leans soapy, but yet it's very clean. And I don't know if that's a good description, but that is what it smells like. It smells like a clean skin, a clean person. It's very human smelling, very natural smelling, and it's beautiful. Highly recommend Wag's Egyptian musk. Next up, I have Aquolina's Pink Sugar Creamy Sunshine. Now, I had seen a review on this, and that led me to buy it. Oh, this is not the cap that goes with it, by the way. This is from another bottle. This was a tester. It's just like all the bottles are the same, except for it's got this yellow, golden, creamy sunshine. Now, I expected it to smell like pink sugar, but be like a summery, creamy, sunshiny version. And that's not what this is. That's not what this is at all. My experience of it is that it's vanilla. It's vanilla from beginning to end. It's like if you took pink sugar and you kept all the sweet from it, and you took out all of the stuff that smells like spun sugar. When you go to the fair and you go by the Midway where they're selling cotton candy, that burned sugar flavor from the cotton candy, when they go in there and they are digging up the sugar strands to put on the paper holder, you take all of that out of there, and then you add in instead a bunch of vanilla. So you have all the sweetness and the vanilla. It's just a sweet vanilla fragrance. It's not very expensive, so if you really like vanilla, I highly recommend Pink Sugar Creamy Sunshine, but don't expect it to smell like fresh, sunshiny, summery stuff. It's not at all what it is. It's really just a vanilla fragrance. It's very pretty. It was very pleasant. It's quite long lasting. I would say 6 hours plus. It's very nice, but vanilla is vanilla is vanilla, and I'm kind of over it. So I'm not going to buy another bottle, but if you like vanilla, I do recommend this. It's very nice. Next up, I have, this is Most Women Eau de Parfum, and this is by Jeanne Arthes. Jeanne Arthes is a budget European, I don't know I think it's French, European perfume house. This is just a very strong, peppery musk scent. It harkens back a bit to the 70s when musks were all the rage and everyone wore natural, human kind of musk fragrances that were very popular. This is very much in line with that. It's not soapy, it's more peppery. It's a warm, yellow type musk. I would say if you take an Egyptian musk, add a bunch of pepper to it, and aldehydes, you have most. It's very nice. It was very pleasant. It works really well as a base fragrance for layering. It's also okay to wear in perfume-free zones, but you have to be really careful with it because this is very strong and it's quite long-lasting. I would only wear like 1 spray on skin, maybe 2 underneath clothing, and that would be okay in a perfume-free zone because it just smells like your natural human body smell if you're clean. It's not a dirty body odor type of fragrance. It's just a very clean musk, but it's strong. This is stronger than Egyptian musk, so be careful with it, but it's not very expensive. If you like musks, I do highly recommend it, and it is very long lasting. I did enjoy it. It was very nice. All right, next up, This is Rare Gold by Avon. I had featured this in a haul video not long ago. I had bought it. It was about 3/4 full from a thrift store. If you could see here, the price was $5. I bought it without even smelling it. I just said, I pointed it to it. It was in a counter behind glass, and I just said, $5, I'll buy it. Whatever it smells like, I'll buy it, because it looked vintage. I think it's from the late 90s, and it smells exactly like the late 90s. This is a bright, happy, saturated, humid yellow floral. It's very dense, very rich, very strong. I really did enjoy it. I wore it myself, and then I also used it as a bedding and room spray. Very, very lovely, long lasting, a good 6 hours for an Avon fragrance that I got for $5. It's very, very nice. If you like yellow florals, I highly recommend it. It's very pretty. Next, I have something a little different. This is Johnson's Powder Mist. This is actually a baby. It looks like baby oil. It's not. This is a baby perfume. The bottle looks very beat up because it is. I bought this I didn't know that baby perfumes existed. I truly didn't. And I don't remember where I found out about it, but I did. And I found this bottle on Amazon. And this, I believe, is made and distributed in Asia or Mexico. I'm not 100% sure. It is not sold popularly here in America. I've never seen baby perfumes. See, here in America, we're very paranoid about our babies, and of course we want to keep them safe and healthy. I'm not knocking that, but there's nothing wrong with a little bit of scent after a bath and scented lotions and things like that, as long as you're reasonable with them. Now, this fragrance I bought when my first grandson was born, and he is 4.5 years old now. So it's taken me this long to go through it. And mostly I've used it on him after a bath. I would sprinkle a little bit on his clothing. And of course now he's got a little sister who's 2. And then they also have a cousin, another granddaughter of mine, who is 1.5. And I've used this on all of them. Just little drops of it. It's not a spray bottle. It's got a dropper on it. So it just comes out a couple drops, and then I would just kind of rub it on their pajamas after a bath when they were in my home and having a bath in the evening. So that's why it took so long to go through. It is very light. It's very much a body spray strength. The liquid is light pink, just like you would expect from Johnson's, and it smells just like baby powder, baby lotion. It's really, really powdery and nice. It lasts for maybe 15-20 minutes, and we enjoyed it. And I have bought since then a few other baby perfumes now that I know that they exist. And my grandchildren are really enjoying now when they do have a bath at Grandma's house. When I dry them off, they point to the cupboard where the perfumes are, and they like to pick out, because I have 2 or 3 others, and they like to pick out which one they get to wear. So we finally did use this up, and I did enjoy it. And I have Issey Miyake's Pleats, Please. So this is a fresh green fragrance. It's when you spray it, there's a bit of aldehydic freshness, and then you get this bright green patchouli. It's not dirty hippie patchouli. This is bright, clean, fresh patchouli. It's a fresh out of the shower type of a fragrance. I did feature it not long ago. I had used it in one of my Blue Bin perfume shopping my own perfume videos, and I had just a very little bit of it left. And so when I pulled it off my shelf today and just used it up, and I must have had about 3 applications, and now it's gone. So I just wanted to mention it again. If you like clean, fresh patchouli, kind of along the line of Britney Spears' Believe, this is very similar to that, only it's a little stronger and a little longer lasting. Very nice. All right, and then I have just two. These are Avon perfume lotions or perfume body creams. And these are similar. Now, when I was little, Avon used to sell these little tiny, they were about a quarter of the size of this. This is 5 fluid ounces. They'd be probably 1 fluid ounce little jars of what they called perfume cream, or cream perfume. They were much stronger than the body creams, but they were exactly the same kind of idea, is that you could use a solid perfume, a spray or liquid perfume, or a cream perfume. They were actually perfumes, not lotions. So you applied them like a perfume. I haven't seen any of those around since I was a child, but these are body creams, and they are, Avon does these right. So when you get a perfume lotion from most American manufacturers, European manufacturers, it's a very light version. You're like, is the perfume there? I'm not really sure. It's gone really quick. Avon, however, their perfume lotions are very rich, creamy, and they're much more strongly scented. In fact, you could use either one of these as a perfume. I layered them with the actual perfume, but Candid, here is what this one is. The Candid is a sandalwood, a perfumed fragrance. I would use this perfume body cream with anything that smelled sandalwoody or spicy. And it would help the perfume to last longer, and the two would aid one another. And the lotion is very nice. Haiku is this one here, and this is a green tea, light green, fresh kind of fragrance. There is light white florals in here, white musk. It's very clean, very transparent, very Japanese in the way that it translates into wear. And this I would wear with any kind of fresh or green perfume. In fact, it would go perfect with Pleats, please. So anyway, that's it for my empties. And I'm going to film a haul video next. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.